it's Artsy Tashan here, and welcome back to Monster Roulette here with part 2. Same as part 1, I'll make a random selection, then draw the monster, and then we'll be done. First up, for typing, we have an entropy-based monster, and for theme, we have selected Lonely. For color palette, we have High Contrast, and finally for stages, we have 3. Now jumping right into the drawing, I actually decided to take the time to figure out a concept before starting to draw. Exciting, I know. To come up with the concept, I had to look up the definition of entropy, and I decided to lean into the first definition being a thermodynamic quantity representing the unavailability of a system's thermal energy for conversion into mechanical work, often interpreted as the degree of disorder or randomness in the system. Entropy is kind of a randomness or chaotic concept, so that is going to be the general concept for any entropy-based monsters. Leaning into the temperature side of things, I decided that for this monster, I wanted it to begin as a small fire entropy-based monster and slowly grow up into an entropy ice-based monster. This small flame-based monster is going to be known as the Innocent Flame monster. It is known this way since this little monster is entirely made of flame, inhabiting a small chunk of lava rock. This monster is born from a volcano's eruption in areas of entropy where magic acts unpredictably and the land has been broken by volcanoes and jarring spaces of ice. The monsters that inhabit these areas are often equally unpredictable and disorderly. This little monster is born after drops of lava from a recent eruption pool over a sheet of ice in a crossing between an area of ice and one of flame. It is by chance that this monster is brought to be, its new body forming by the lava cooling into the stone, cradled by a divot in the ice below its new body. It is a very curious monster, but it can't move on its own as it doesn't have any legs. More often than not, it will be picked up by other monsters to be carried around that way. It is considered rather naive, as it is quick and easy to trust when shown kindness, burning brighter when it feels happy and welcome. Due to this monster's curious and happy nature, it does tend to make friends relatively quick in its area. However, this monster will only ascend or evolve into its next form when it has been betrayed by its first friend. This can come by the little flame being left behind or abandoned in the cold where its flame will slowly wilt and its light will fade. The second stage of this monster has begun to grow up, out of necessity. Without its friend to carry it, it may fall prey to other monsters that feed on entropic energy and magic. In its second form, it has begun to grow bigger, with its fire fading from the head down as its mind grows colder. As the creature grows, ice begins to grow out of the cracks and holes in its own head. In order to prevent becoming top-heavy, it will break the pieces off to throw at its opponents. This, the cold-growing monster, has grown much colder and sorrowful by its past betrayal. It tends to run away from other monsters and will throw ice at monsters that pursue it until they go away, fearful of making new friends again. The final stage of this monster is a tall, strong monster that wields a club made of ice and rock. This monster is known as the Lonely Stalker, as it will often stay away from other monsters and merely watch at a distance. It will use its club to keep other monsters and even humans at bay. With a core of ice, it is slower than its prior stage, no longer holding the ability to run away from monsters that follow it. Instead, it will lash out at other monsters and humans that draw near, keeping them at a distance. This monster is rather slow to trust and will avoid interaction with other creatures as much as possible. Some humans have said that they have made friends with this type of monster, although it has been said to take many months before it begins to willingly be near them. Even after the monster has begun to consider one a friend, it will be longer before the monster begins to feel content and will be able to perform at its full strength alongside the human. This monster is a little bit sadder than the first one I drew in the series, but I really like how all 3 of them turned out. Here are all 3 together. Please leave a comment down below on what you think I should name them. I haven't named my first 3 either, but I like these 3 so much that I decided to create an alternative version of this monster that moves from an ice entropy based monster and grows up into a fire entropy based monster. More on that later though. For now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.